Bismillah Rahman Rahim. This is Adnan Ahmed from Excellence Online Platform. Today I'm going to tell you about singular and plural cases. How to make forms, means singular noun to a plural noun. We have certain rules, whether we have rules or cases or we have certain points. This is important topic, grammar topic. It will help you in your writing. And in your composition while attempting paper. Most of the students they commit mistake, whether consciously or unconsciously, regarding these two terms regarding this case, right? So we will discuss one by one the cases. Number one point is most of the nouns, if you just add s at the end of them, it will be a plural noun. We have certain example here. A very common example is a book. By addition of s from singular to a plural, from singular verb to plural verb, it will have singular verb, it will have a plural verb. A very basic and easy topic, right? But if you discuss these simple rules, they are easy. It is not difficult for you, you can do by yourself, but remaining cases they are difficult, right? Just focus, you will improve this idea. So number one point is by addition s, you can make all singular noun into plural noun. Number second point, we have at the end of any noun s or ss or sh or ch or x. Those nouns, they take these letters at the end of them. You will add es to make them plural cases. We have some examples. Let's say one example is at the end of s, we will add es. One is bus, then buses. Another example we have glass, then glasses. Wish, es, wishes. Branch, ch, then es. Box, x, then we have ex. Apart from these examples, we have hundreds of words, right, which you will apply this formula in which them. We have hundreds of words regarding this is the means some words they will take double s or sh or ch or x at the end of them. You will use es to make them plural case. It's also easy. Number 3 point or number 3 case, at the end of any noun, you will find f or fe. You remove f or fe and you replace v, then es. We have two examples here. One example is knife. At the end of two letters, mean f or fe, you have removed by adding v, then es. Apart from these two examples, we have many more examples like this. Another example is life. This example. Beside these rules, in grammar we do not have reasons, logic. We have certain points in which we have exception cases. We will not apply rule, they are exception. Example is I believe, then by adding only s. We will not remove f or fe, right? We will add only s. Chief, only s. Handkerchief. In certain cases we have option, you can use both. So point number 1 is only s addition. Number second point, es addition. Number third is by removing f or fe and adding es. These are 3 points. Number 4 point we are discussing. We have y. If you find y at the end of noun and before y there must be consonant sound or consonant letter, then you will remove y, ies. Example is a very common example, city. So we have to remove y. In place of y we have 8 I, then es. One example. Apart from this example, we have hundreds and thousands of example. City, country, lady, industry, factory, and more examples. We will apply this formula or this rule. But we have one is exception case, or we have little change. Example is Y. At the end of this noun we have Y, but before vowel sound or before vowel letter there's a consonant letter. If we have consonant letter, then this formula is not applied. We have only simple formula as formula. Before vowel sound, before vowel letter Y, so there was a T sound. T is consonant sounds. Hopefully you are getting 21 and 5. 21 are consonant letters and 5 are vowels letter. So why we will not apply this formula removing Y and IES. We have simple formula as rule number 1. Number second example is again same formula. Before vowel letter we have consonant letter E. So we cannot remove Y and then IES. We have to apply this formula. So point number 4th. Hopefully you are getting this idea. Point number 1 was addition of S. Number second point, ES addition in certain situation. Number third, we have by removing F or FE at the end of noun and adding VES. Number 4th point is removing Y. If it has a consonant letter, then IES. This example, and we have some exception cases. Apart from these 2 examples, we have more examples. Number 5 case, at the end of any noun we have O sound or O letter. A tomato and a potato. By adding a ES. If you find a O, a letter at the end of any noun, you will add ES to make them a plural. Clear? But apart from these 2 examples, we have certain cases where this formula is not applied. Exception cases we have. One exception case is piano, only S, and then photo, only S addition. Apart from these 2 examples, we have more examples where this formula is not applied. English language is in fact a mixture of different languages. It has vocabulary from different languages, and those words they were borrowed from other language. We apply the same formula according to their language. So here we have O sound, ES. Again we have O sound or O letter, only addition of S without ES. If you add ES, then it's wrong. But we have one case, a volcano. Here you have option whether S or SE or ES. Apart from this example, we have more examples where you have option whether you can use S or ES, and both are standardized. You will find this part of vocabulary or this case in all international books. Volcanoes or ES or SE or only simple S. So they all are simple basic rules of singular and plural cases. Right now we will discuss some typical rules after this, and hopefully these 5 points, they're quite easy, clear. Since class 6 we have been discussing these 5 points, but today we are discussing something more, right? Apart from 5 cases, we have more cases. Number 6 point, in which we have US at the end. You have to remove US and I. Example is Nicholas, then Nikolai. Number second example, we have syllabus, a very common term, and most of the candidates they use syllabuses. Syllabuses is not a standard form from singular to plural. Rather it is better for you to write down syllabi. Syllabuses is not, though you will find this in international books, but this one is better for you to use syllabi as a plural form of syllabus. Number second, we have curriculum. So curriculums, it is very odd, curricula. Right. These 2 or 3 examples. Apart from these examples, you will find more examples in books, in grammar structures. But I mean to focus you these rules or these complexities. We have certain point in which we do not have addition of S or es, we have different criterion. Clear? Such as syllabus, then syllabi, curriculum, then curricula. Okay, number second example, diagnosis. At the end of the noun we have SIS. This singular case, to make it plural case, we have diagnosis. Diagnosis, we have S sound and short I sound. Diagnosis, we have a Z sound and long I sound. In spelling and in pronunciation we have difference. Clear? Thesis, one example, singular. Then by removing SIS we have SES, thesis. Analysis and the crisis, and then we have list. We have certain words, they are very common words, you will find in research books or in your curriculum books, in which we have SIS. Example, we have diagnosis, thesis, analysis, crisis, and more examples. So by removing SIS we have SES to make them plural. Here we have singular verbs, here we have plural verbs. Number second is phenomenon. In phenomenon we have ON. We will remove ON. This one is singular, we have a sound or A later. Phenomena, right? It was singular, it is plural case. Apart from this example, you will find a common mistake which are done by high officials. A very common example is a fee. Fee is singular and fees is plural. But some students they use a feces. So feces is entirely wrong. You will not find this term in any dictionary, in any book. People they created themselves this idea. Or same case we have a pant. Pant is wrong word. Pants we have. Those things are in pair. They're always in plural form, not in singular form. Is it clear, this idea? In some cases we have one singular, it has two plural form. Example is a cloth. So we have two form, one is S, number second ES, and both they have certain reasons. S means uncountable, ES means countable, something you can count, such as one shirt or two shirt. But if you didn't sew, then you cannot count. So both have their own application. Okay, we are discussing this idea. A criterion. Criterion is singular. Criteria is a plural form. But you will find opposite application of this term. I want to know the criteria. If you are singular, if you are one person, and you want to know the criteria, this one is a criterion. Criterion means process, procedures. Right? If you are more person, or you want to discuss something which is not singular, then criteria. So criterion is singular, criteria is plural form. Criterion is, criteria are. Phenomenon is, and phenomena are. We have certain words. Okay, we have certain words, they have a S at the end of them, but they always singular. Example, we have mass, politics, civics, billiards, series, economics, and these all are the few examples. Apart from this example, we have more examples. So do not confuse yourself. If you have S at the end of any noun, it doesn't mean it is a plural form. You will see the sense of the word. So we have a list in which you have S, but always singular form. Number 11 case we have. In 11 cases we have certain nouns. They are singular and plural without any changes. Example is fish. According to sentence, fish is and fish are. Both are right, both are correct according to sentence, but we do not say fish is. Similarly, sheep. Sheep, if we have one, is. If we have more, then are. But we do not say sheep's as. Is it clear? Deer, species, these examples. So you can use these four. Apart from four, we have more examples, but I have written only 4 examples. They are singular as well as plural without any change. Means according to the sense of the sentence, you will select a singular verb or plural verb. Okay. Apart from 11 rule number 12, in which we have different categories, so that is why we have given the name irregular forms. Example is foot, singular, then feet, plural form. Another example is tooth, then teeth. Okay, man, man, men, a woman and women, a child and children, a sea animal, and we have more example, mouse and mice. So this lecture is all about singular and plural cases. Study, try to understand 12 points. If you have any query, any question, or a kind of inquiry, interrogation, you can write down in the bottom. I will reply after some time. Hopefully you like this video.